I woke up this morning and I just knew it was going to be a good day. And there's a couple of reasons that triggered this feeling of just knowing that it was going to be a good day. But piggybacking on top of some of the other things that are happening in my life, I just feel like some things are starting to come together, right? Second half of 2025 was a little bit of a grind, a little bit unexpected. I kind of didn't know what was going on or what direction I was headed in. I made a bunch of changes in my life, moved out of my parents' place, moved to a different state. I've made plenty of videos about that, so I won't go too deep into that. But for the second part of 2025, I felt like there was a lot of unknowns. And now in 2026, we're over a month in, and I feel like things are starting to come together. And as I mentioned, a couple things gave me this sort of reason to believe that it was going to be a good day today. Number one, I woke up and I got paid by my high yield savings account. While it's expected and I know when it comes in, it's only on a monthly basis that I get paid that interest. And it kind of sneaks up on me, right? I'm not banking on that money to come in. I don't need it to survive. It's just a nice surprise when it does come in and I get that interest from my high yield savings. On top of that, I actually got lucky and won some money on the Super Bowl. I'm already going to be posting a video about this. By the time this video is up, the video about me winning some money on the Super Bowl will be up already. But I ended up winning a decent amount of money. We're talking over probably just about $1,000. And it's mostly profit. I think I bet $100 and ended up winning around $1,000. So between getting paid with my high yield savings and then winning some money on the Super Bowl, I was like, all right, this is nice. This feels like a good day. Today's going to be a good day. Then I started to think on my way home from work today, pairing all of that, getting my high yield savings payment or receiving my high yield savings payment, and then also winning some money on the Super Bowl, it made me start to think more about how I just got a promotion, and I was talking with my manager and one of my coworkers today about sort of the bonus structure, and it looks attainable and it's a nice monthly bonus if you hit your numbers. Then pairing that with the fact that my expenses are significantly decreasing because my girlfriend just moved into my place. So I'm spending less on rent. We're pretty much splitting all the expenses, so utilities and things like that. And even groceries, we're going to be splitting those as well. We actually just went grocery shopping this weekend and we loaded up on groceries. Like we got ground beef, chicken, turkey, eggs, milk, vegetables, fruit. We even got some household stuff like we needed laundry detergent and soap and stuff like that. And we only ended up spending like $150 each. Now, when I was still living by myself, I was budgeting $400 a month for groceries and sort of necessities, right? Toothpaste, paper towels, toilet paper, all that kind of stuff. After shopping this weekend with my girlfriend, I realized how much I'm going to be saving in that aspect as well. So now we're talking about increased income, less expenses, less money on rent, less money on groceries. More than likely, I'll be receiving a bonus on a monthly basis. My high yield savings comes in on a monthly basis. I still get my salary twice a month. I get paid every 2 weeks. So all these things, putting all these things together, I'm like, I feel like things are falling into place for me. Now, I've made plenty of videos about sort of my search for a new job, and that is still the case. If I can find something better, I'm definitely going to accept it. But for now, the position I'm in, both in work as well as my personal life and my personal finances, I feel like I have a fantastic opportunity here to get back to aggressively saving the way I was when I was living at home with my parents and had little to no expenses. I mean, when I was living with my parents, I was pretty much saving anywhere from 75 to 90% of my income on a monthly basis, which was incredible, fantastic. I made so much progress when I was doing that. Paid off my student loans in like 6 months of graduating college. Maxed out my Roth IRA every year since 2020. opened up a brokerage account, invested in crypto. Now I have a net worth that's over six figures in my mid 20s. And I don't say that to brag. I'm just trying to give you guys a perspective and an idea of like where I started at just 6 short years ago and where I'm at now. I literally had a negative net worth in 2020. I've been tracking my net worth since then. My net worth was negative in 2020. And now I'm well above the $100,000 mark. And it's just an incredible feeling. And I feel like, last year with all the changes that I've made in my life, and again, they're all my decisions, but I feel like I lost a little bit of the fire under my ass. You know what I mean? Like you have that sort of motivation to work hard and make more money. And I feel like I lost it to a certain extent. Now, that's not to say I wasn't doing anything. Like I was still working my job. I started this YouTube channel, which was definitely a lot of work to kind of get started and learn things and understand with editing and uploading and thumbnails and SEO and all this different stuff. So I was definitely putting work in last year, but I just felt like I was off my normal track of progress and normal track of working really hard and being able to invest a lot of extra money every month. And now it feels like I have the opportunity to do that. So I'm going to take full advantage of this because I know now, being out on my own, that, you know, shit happens. Shit hits the fan. You got to take care of your responsibilities. Maybe you lose your job. Maybe you have a car repair you're not expecting or another expense that you're not expecting. Anything can happen. So while I have this opportunity to go ahead and save and invest aggressively, I'm taking full advantage of it. I'm going to be investing and saving every extra dollar I can. I'm going to be even more conscious about my spending than I was last year when I first moved into my new place. And I was pretty conscious because, having all these bills, paying rent, this was all new to me. So I was really trying to save as much as possible, but I'm going to double down and get even more aggressive about it this year because at the end of the day, man, life is short. You only have so much time in your 20s and 30s and 40s to save and invest and set yourself up to retire early. And I'm doing it, man. I need to. I can't do this for the rest of my life. So this is an opportunity that I plan on seizing and taking advantage of, and I definitely will keep you guys updated. But I just wanted to talk about this on this video, if nothing else, just as like a motivational video. If you have an opportunity to save and invest or make more money or reduce your expenses, take advantage of it, man, because at the end of the day, there's only 12 months in a year, and there's only so much money left over at the end of every month to save and invest. So you got to make the most of that. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you checking in as always. If you're new here, I post every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and then on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I post all kinds of content about personal finance, life experiences, really just anything I feel like talking about. I throw it over some gameplay for you guys. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.